please write in the chat where are you from, and what do you want to see cooking with Thermomix today? Yeah, if you can, you can just write in the chat. Okay, so while waiting, we're just gonna play. Hold on. Okay, sorry. So I'm just gonna play a video. Okay, let me share my screen. So while waiting, we're just gonna wait a couple of minutes, wait for the other participant to join in, okay? Right, so. So this is ayam masak merah. Sorry. All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. So I've seen here Faizal. Faizal is the only one who responding. She's from Kerteh, Terengganu, all the way.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's here to support me. Yeah. So who else? Where are you guys from? Okay, I'm Kartini. I'm from Kelana Jaya. Okay, Liani is from Miri. Uma, where are you from? Yeah, Liani is all the way from Miri. Okay, hi Jai. What do you guys have for breakfast? Afiza is having Indomie goreng. Jai ada soft-boiled eggs.
Oh, Bihun Goreng canteen. Wow.
Yeah.
I want to have that mee goreng too, the Indomie goreng.
Easy breakfast, easy breakfast. Yeah. I'm having roti canai actually this morning.
I had a French breakfast this morning. I had French crepe. I'm raising like French family in the house. Every day we have bread, but thanks to Thermomix, everything is super easy now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start our session today. So today is actually our first English cooking session with Cook and Share team, and we're gonna do a few simple meals today just to share with you on how to cook easily with Thermomix. Okay. Now, thank you everyone for joining our session today. Just a little bit on what are we making today. So we have Serene today. Serene will be making a lemonade and stir fry veggie, and then we also have Uma. Uma is going to make one pot meal biryani. This is very interesting actually, and berry ice cream. And then we're going to have May. May going to make mantau and also pumpkin soup using a multi-layer cooking. So here you can see how we can actually do several dish at one go using Thermomix. All right, and I just want to share also that if you find that today's session is interesting and you want to know a little bit more and you want to see a slightly different dishes to cook using Thermomix, you can also join our 3 p.m. sessions. We have a 3 p.m. session, and these are the menu. So we have like the lemonade again. We cannot get away from lemonade. It's so easy. It's so nice to have. And then we have tom yum carbonara. We have French beans, and then we have a no-pro focaccia, orange sorbet, and multi-layer. We're going to do 3 multi-layer cooking at 3 p.m. today, which is the white rice, the steamed fish, and also the vegetables. Okay, so if you like to join the 3 p.m. session, just let your advisor know, and then we will send the link for 3 p.m. session. All right, and not to forget, tomorrow we also have a cooking class. So cooking class is especially for the Cook and Share customer. We have it almost every week, and this week on Sunday we're gonna have kari ikan and kway teow goreng. So how do you make fish curry and kway teow goreng using Thermomix? So if you want to see, you can also register and come to see with us tomorrow. Okay, all right. So my name is Kartini. I'm a mother of 5. I used to work in a corporate world long time ago, and I quit. I stopped off like I want to have a career break about 10 years ago. But my career break has been a 10 years career break. So while having my career break, I actually do a bit of cooking and baking classes. And then I found Thermomix. And when I found Thermomix, which is about 3 years ago, then I start to become a Thermomix advisor. I find Thermomix is very interesting machines where it helps me in my daily life. And when I have it the first time, I immediately want to share with my family and friends. So that's how I started lah. So that's a little bit about me. I'll go to Liani a little. Liani, can you just share a little bit about yourself before we start?
Sure. Well, hi everyone. My name is Liani, and I'm currently a Thermomix advisor with Cook and Share for the past 7 months. Yeah, it has been 7 months. My journey with Thermomix is awesome, especially with Cook and Share. They have been a great support, supporting me and my family throughout our journey with Thermomix. And I've been actually using Thermomix for more than a year, but I was using an older version, which is TM5. So the reason I started becoming a Thermomix advisor was I quit my job in Singapore. I was actually residing in Singapore for 5 years. And then 2 weeks before I delivered my son, I came back to Malaysia, and I took like 1 year maternity leave. But then when I wanted to start back my journey in the corporate world, COVID hits us, right, very badly. So I couldn't go back to the corporate world, and I was struggling to find a job, and I decided to become a Thermomix advisor since I would say the offer is quite good, honestly, and we just cook and share. So every time I cook something from my family, I just share, and I make money from it. So that's how I started my journey, honestly.
All right, thank you, Liani. And having said that, if you are interested to know more about becoming a Thermomix advisor, we actually have a recruitment session every Monday at 9 p.m. So, every Monday, not every Monday, every alternate Monday. So this coming Monday, we're going to have that session at 9 p.m. So check with your advisor and we can invite you to that session too. All right. So yes, busy week for us. All right. So now, often we ask question, often do you cook per week? All right. So a lot of people say that 1 to 3 times a day per week. There are some says that 4 to 6 times per day, 4 to 6 times per week, and then there are some says rarely and some says daily. So which category are you in? So you see, these are some of the survey that we did a while ago. So if you can see here, right, most of us actually cook daily. So means that we cook couple of times daily or at least once a day, right? And then there are about 90.6% that cooks about 1 to 3 times a week. And then there are about 17.4% that cooks about 4 to 6 times per week. And then there are about 8 to 5% that's rarely cook. Could be because you're not sure how to cook, you don't know how to cook, or you just don't have time to cook. So with Thermomix, you'll see like, how it can solve the issue of your cooking, your daily cooking, So some people need to cook daily, so they need something to help them out. Some people, they do not know how to cook, so we see how we use the guided cooking so that then you can cook any dishes easily. All right, now next, what is important to you when cooking? So this is another question that we always ask our potential customer to see what is the issue when what is the important thing to you when you cook. So there are people who say that it has to be time saving, it has to be creative, it has to be reliable and easy. And some say that it has to be healthy because we want to eat healthy food. And there are also a lot of people say that it has to be money saving. So let's see. Okay. So yeah, about from 2,800 respondent, 67.4% said they want to eat, they want to cook easily, right? And about 61% said that they want to have a healthy cooking. And the other percentage goes to they want it to be fast, economical, and less additive. These are something that we will see during our session later. All right, so stay throughout the session. We have quiz and pre-hosting promo. And just see a little bit about the Thermomix history. This is good for you, yeah. So that then we know where is the product coming from. So Thermomix is actually a world-class product. So it comes from Germany. It has a presence over 80 countries globally, and the company itself has been around since 1883. It has won a lot of award and recognition, including their user interface, their design, their recipes, and a lot of that, and it's at international level. And if you can see, sorry, I think I missed out. Okay, so if you can see, is your personal kitchen assistant since 1960. So it started with just a blender. I'm sure a lot of you have a blender at home, and their blender has what they call it, has grown, has enhanced to become like they added the heating element so that they can actually heat the food. And then they added the speed and time control so that then you can actually time it and control the cooking. And as you can see now, after so many years, Thermomix has become TM6, where we do a lot of automated cooking using Thermomix. All right. Now, when Thermomix does it all, so what does it mean? Can I ask the questions to you, the audience here? What do you have at your kitchen? Do you have a steamer? Do you have a cooker? Do you have a blender? Can you just type it in the chat? Yeah, just going to throw a little bit of explanation today. Can you just type in the chat, what do you have at home, right? So when we say here that there is over 24 cooking functions and counting in Thermomix. So what are the cooking functions, right? So in Thermomix, you have these weighing functions. You can chop, you can blend. So you can cook, you can stir, you can do mincing and also grinding, okay? And you can do whipping, kneading, so it replaces your mixer. There's a heating element, so you can heat, right? You can emulsify. There is a thicken function, so you can do all your sauces easily, like the lemon curd and stuff like that. If you are lazy to clean, it has a pre-clean functions. It can do steaming as well. You can see later, and you can actually see it here also, the multi-layer steaming functions here. And it can act as a rice cooker. So yeah, a lot of people has a rice cooker there, right? It can slow cook. It has a high temperature, so you can do certain high temperature functions using Thermomix. It can do sugar staging, means I can do lollipop, I can do salted caramel. Those are the things that I can do with Thermomix. And there's a kettle functions. You see, we can do a perfect teh tarik with Thermomix because of the kettle functions. And then there's an egg boiler, sous vide, and fermentation mode also. So you see, there's a lot of functions here that you can use with Thermomix, right? So we have 24 gadgets in the kitchen when you can have one. Sorry, my video is not working here. Right, so it gets better and better by itself. So what does it mean? Thermomix TM6 is connected to Wi-Fi. So there's a lot of software. So we have a software update every month or every other month. So what does the software update does so is actually give you like new improvement. So when we get our Thermomix last year, right? These functions are not in the Thermomix. So there's a warm-up functions, egg boiler functions, pre-clean functions. These are all new functions. So you imagine that you have machines where it gives you new functions without any additional cost. So because of the new technology that they incorporate with the M6, which is the Wi-Fi functions, we can do a lot of updates with Thermomix. There's another one that we have here, which is the recipe start video. So for some functions, for some recipe, we can actually see the recipe being played using the video here as well. All right, so there are three options to own your Thermomix. So one is using a full payment. The price is 7,188. And then there are also financing options. We will go through later at the end of the session, or you can join us an advisor to get your second unit for free. This is especially for the existing customer, yeah? Right. And these are the things that you will get when you purchase your Thermomix. It's a complete package. So there is a free Cookie-Doo subscription for 6 months, free basic cookbook, and the whole set of Thermomix, including all the accessories. All right. So we will go through about discovering Thermomix later on. So this is what you're gonna see later, the how we use the mixing bowl to cook, the steam, the varoma tray to steam, and all that. Our advisor will actually explain on all the accessories during the session today. Okay, so current month promotion. Host a Thermomix cooking experience with us, and you will get a round thermo server 2.2 liter worth 360 ringgit when you purchase your Thermomix. And this is another amazing promotion that just in a couple of days back. So full payment, if you purchase your Thermomix on a full payment, you will get a free gift, either bag, the carry bag for Thermomix, or the Easy Meal cookbook. Okay, so the bag, the Thermomix carry bag, you can get it for free if you do the purchase under online banking transfer. All right. Okay, so I've done a lot of explanation. I'm sure you couldn't wait to start cooking. So I think I'm gonna pass this to Serene. Serene is gonna walk us through on how to make lemonade today. All right, Serene, over to you.
Hi, morning everyone. Hi, my name is Serene. I'm the Thermomix user since MCO. And actually, I'm a mother of 2 kids, which is one is about, the youngest is only 6 this year. And I'm not only full-time moms, I also a student as well. So cooking for me means that every day I need to cook because my kids, both kids are quite choosy. And my husband working also, that place hard to get food. So I need to cook every day for him. So when I come about to know about Thermomix, actually I quite a bit, I think quite long to get a Thermomix that last time when I asked Timmy because the price, but after you get it, you won't regret because it really helped you a lot. But today I'm going to do 2 dishes today. The first will be lemonade. Do you know that you can make lemonade in 2 seconds only? Do you know that? Normally, how long you going to take if you want to make lemonade? Can anyone tap at the chat there to reply?
Yeah, so who made Thermomix who makes lemonade with Thermomix before, and how long does it take for you to make lemonade using Thermomix? Anyone want to try?
I did it manually before I had Thermomix. I have to press the lemon so many times. And sometimes I'm just too lazy. I use my blender to blend everything out, but then it becomes so pahit, bitter because of the skin.
Okay.
Do you know that Thermomix is only take 2 seconds only? If 2 seconds, do you want to make it every day if only use 2 seconds?
Well, that's interesting. Of course, if just 2 seconds.
So many people tap yes. Okay. Let me show you the magic how to do in 2 seconds. Okay. This time I'm not going to use normal sugar. Instead, I will use rock sugar. Let me show you how to turn rock sugar into powder. All the ingredients I pre-weigh first because to save some times. But in case that you're not sure the rate, all the ingredients you can find in cookie doughs, and they have the scale function for you. So you can just follow the scale function to weigh the ingredients. Okay, now sorry. One more time.
So Serene is using a turbo function to grind the sugar.
And you can see the rock sugar become powders already in 2 seconds. You know, rock sugar actually is healthy than normal sugar.
Is it healthy, Serene?
Normal sugar, they actually process a lot, but rock sugar is less processed and quite pure compared to normal sugars. That's why it's healthy, and the price is cheaper also compared to you buying the 1 pack normal sugar. Yeah. Yes. You know what else that we can make using turbo function? We actually can make a lot of things using turbo function. Anyone can reply me what we can make using turbo function instead of grind the sugars?
Right. Yeah, no, sorry. I totally forgot. I'm actually trying this one. It's just
yeah, sambal belacan, yeah, can. Actually, we can make a lot of things like chicken powder, coffee powder also we can make. Now my husband like coffee, so every time I bought the Starbucks 1 pack one, I come back and grind myself. So next, we're going to add lemon. Lemon, you just normally cut, no need cut too thin or no need dice anything, just cut half also can and add in. Then just add in water. We're using about 800 grams of water. Lemon is only 2 pieces of lemon. And that's all. Then next color. And another using turbo function, another 2 seconds. It's done. We put in this one simmering basket to filter out the lemon. Before that, can goyang sedikit.
Fresh lemon in just 4 seconds. How amazing is that?
Yeah, but if you don't use the rock sugar, right? Like a lot of people drink like just fresh lemonade without any sugar. Just put honey later, right? So you can actually omit the rock sugar and it can be a just 2-second lemonade.
Okay, you can see they actually didn't grind the skin. They only grind out the juice only. That's why you won't feel any bitter taste.
Yeah, so it just squeezes the juice. So thank you, Serene. That looks a really amazing lemonade that you have there. So that is a 2-second lemonade from Serene. She's gonna drink it in front of us. That's naughty, Serene.
Yeah, I'm going to test it. Try it first.
All right.
I make it almost every day for my kids because lemon also rich in vitamin C. It's good for, instead of taking the supplement, I prefer the natural way for my kids.
All right. Okay, thank you, Serene. We will come back to her later. She's going to show us how to make stir-fry broccoli. So now we're going to go to May. May going to share with us on how to make mantou.
Mantau. Hi, morning, everyone. Mantau, yes. Morning, everyone. First of all, thank you semua, everyone, for actually coming to see the show. I know it's a busy weekend. You guys make it, take your time off for this show. Thank you so much again. So I'm going to make mantau and pumpkin soup. So first, I'll be showing the mantau lah. What I'll be doing is actually I'll be using the cookie dough function for the mantau, which I'll actually go on my screen. I'll call for the collection. It's under the saved collection, our favorites. Okay, and here I have the mantau, steamed mantau. Okay, so we're gonna cook using the cookie dough function, meaning it's step by step. It is guided cooking. So anyone can cook. If you can read, you can press next, you can cook. Okay, I'm never a baker. I never bake anything before my Thermomix. I'm actually a working mother of 4. Youngest is 5 years old. My eldest is Form 1, 13 years old. So yeah. Okay, so we'll start cooking. Okay, if you can see the screen here, what it says is put in 130 grams of water. So I have pre-measured water, 130 grams. As I pour the water, you can see that the screen, it is actually reading, okay? And then it says 20 grams of sugar. Again, pre-measured sugar, 20 grams. Okay, because I have a fan here. Next, 1 teaspoon of dried yeast. Okay, done. And next, it says 20 grams of olive oil. So I have oil measured as well. Very easy. Okay. And next, it says, it will even tell you like, it's time to put on the lid, okay? Does anyone know what I'm gonna do at this step? When making mantau or at baking the process, the first step would be actually to activate the yeast, okay? That it says next. What it does here, it will show us the exact time, temperature, and also the speed. What you need to do is just turn the knob, okay? I'm turning it to speed 2 and let it run. So this is now activating the yeast. So if you have done baking manually, normally we would have to activate the yeast and you probably have to adjust the temperature of the water because it will call for warm water. So how do we know how warm is warm? If it's too hot, it will kill the yeast, right? So then maybe you can't really, the bread can't rise. So with Thermomix, you can have perfect controlled temperature. Activating yeast is actually done at 37 degrees Celsius. So this is taking 2 minutes while I'm talking to you. It's perfectly useful because we are mothers, at home running around. You can let it run, you do your work, and when it's done, it will actually have a music on the background. Can you hear that? Is anyone hearing the music? Yeah, so it is done as I'm talking. This is 2 minutes done, activating the yeast. Okay, and then I go next. That's it. So yeast is activated there. We're gonna pour in the tepung, the flour. Okay, this is 250 grams. I've pre-measured as well. Let's just pour it in.
So we have Sukfan, he's asking why we need to pre-measure because May is pre-measuring all her ingredients just to ease the show lah, actually.
Yes. So, but I can also show you how it's actually measured. Say during this process, right? You can actually say, suddenly I forgot to measure my flour. So I'll just go to the scale function. Straight away, you get the scale function out, okay? Even during the cookie dough guided cooking process. So you have the scale function out and you put on your container and you tear the scale, put in whatever ingredients that you want to measure right here, okay? So it's really convenient because it has got a built-in scale. Okay, then I can actually go back to my guided cooking, just by clicking. It comes back to where I have stopped actually. So I'm actually at the step of adding a pinch of salt. I've got a pinch of salt here. I'm gonna add it in, okay? It's done. And that's it. So it's all the dry ingredients in. If I can show you on the screen how it looks like. Can anyone see it? Yeah. So this is everything, the liquid and the flour. Okay, it says insert the measuring cup. And what we're gonna do now is it will start the kneading function. Immediately it will call for the kneading function. And guess what? For mantau, it's only gonna take 2 minutes. 2 minutes, you get your mantau kneaded. If we do it the manual way, I wouldn't have baked if I don't have a Thermomix actually. So now making bread, simple bread, cakes, it's gonna be a breeze because firstly, it is at, the setting, you just need to click and turn. It will do the kneading for you, okay? At most, it will take you 5 minutes to knead, that's all, 5 minutes. It's between 2 to 5 minutes. And it can actually knead up to 1 kilo, okay, of the flour. What we are kneading now for mantau, it is a 250 grams of flour. It can make a decent amount of the mantau for the whole family. So I've got a family of 7, 4 kids, 3 adults at home. So yeah, if there are some people who are asking like if the Thermomix is actually too small for a big family, but yeah, it works perfect for me. 4 kids and 3 adults, we can cook our meal every day, okay? Does anyone have a question about kneading? While the machine is actually doing the kneading function. I've got my customer here, Yazrin, who's actually doing the cooking along with me.
Ah, nice. Oh,
she got the
Yazrin,
recipe, so she's actually trying it now on screen.
So maybe Serene, you can explain a bit. It looks like the Thermomix is like wobbling a bit. It's do you have any concern while kneading using Thermomix? It might move because it looks like it's like shaking a bit, right? Sorry, no,
Miss
not
May,
Shireen,
is it?
May. I'm really sorry, May. Yeah.
I may.
Yeah. So
Okay, yeah, well,
yeah.
yes. So thank you. So okay, the kneading is actually done, Leonie. 2 minutes is so quick, right? Yeah, but you were asking like, the machine was actually shaking while it's kneading. Yes, it's actually shakes a lot when it's kneading, but don't be afraid. You just have to be around it. It's really powerful. Okay, can I show you the dough? Okay, this is how it looks like. Can everyone see it? Yeah, it is a clean dough. It's just 2 minutes instead of us manually kneading it on the bench. If I may just move my Thermomix behind a bit to show the rolling. Okay, and also when we move the Thermomix, it's actually not too heavy. You can actually easily move it around your kitchen, like how I did just now. Okay, I'll have the thermomat out. I love this mat. It's really big. Okay, and then what we do now is we're gonna remove the dough. That's one way of doing it, like this. Really simple. Turn the base, and I'm just gonna unlock. The blade will actually drop to the bottom. Okay, is it clear? Yeah. Okay, you see, clean bowl. Yes, clean. It depends on the dough that we're making actually, right? For mantau, the dough is actually not too bad. You have a fairly clean bowl. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'll pull out the dough from the blade. It's a sharp blade, but you can actually do it safely, I would say. Okay, see, this is the blade, right? Leonie, can I actually show the pre-clean now?
Yeah, sure, you can.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay, what I'll do now is I'm gonna put the blade back in. Okay, it's really easy to assemble and disassemble the bowl for Thermomix. So like a lot of people have been asking, like, is it difficult to wash the mixing bowl? Is there a lot of accessories to pull out? No, it's actually just 3 components here. The blade you can wash, the bowl you can wash, even the base you can wash. The only thing you don't wash is this. Okay, this is my mixing bowl. I'm gonna put it in back to the machine. Okay, for pre-cleaning, why I like pre-cleaning, yeah, I forgot to share that I actually have a TM5 machine. I've been using it for 6 years before I actually get a TM6. So I can actually compare how different, cooking with TM5 is like cooking with using a manual car. TM6 is an auto car, okay? They're both perfectly functioning, but I like the TM6 really a lot. So I'll show the pre-clean. We will just call for the pre-clean function by just swiping the screen here, going back to the home. You swipe, you go to the pre-clean function, that's one here. With pre-cleaning, you just need to put in your water and detergent. Just 1 drop of detergent will do. So here, I'm not going to use any detergent. I'm just going to put in about 1 liter of water. Okay, that's done. And I'll just close the lid. And we'll just turn, at the pre-clean here, there are actually 4 different pre-clean functions that you can choose. Dough, all-purpose cleaning, for fats or caramel, and also for brown bottom. There are 4 options. So if you're actually making greasy food or oily batter from the cake, like we do baking, the batter from the cake, you can choose fats or caramel. Yeah. So normal one, like after saute, we'll just do a all-purpose cleaning. So you don't have to scrub a lot at the kitchen sink. While it's actually pre-cleaning, I can actually show how we roll the dough. Okay, I'm just gonna put everything together. All right. And I'm gonna actually roll it to a long log.
What makes me interested with Thermomix initially was actually the kneading function, because it was so
Yeah.
impressive that it can knead in less than 5 minutes, become like a
Exactly.
beautiful dough. You know, all that terms that we heard when baking, like the window pane. You don't have to think about it anymore. You just like you drop all the ingredients inside the mixing bowl and it will knead nicely for you.
And also,
in less
like
than 5
people
minutes.
who actually bake,
Yes.
they say that Thermomix actually kneads faster than
Yes, exactly.
mixer, right?
Yes, and I have a stand mixer. You know, I bought it last time when I was back in UK.
Yeah.
And I don't use it anymore since I have Thermomix. It's KitchenAid, and whenever I knead my dough last time, it always take me like 15 minutes to 20 minutes. But with Thermomix, 5 minutes is done.
That's right. I think Yasmin here, who's with me as well, off screen, she also has a lot of gadgets in her kitchen, but now she's finally a convert from a mixer to actually using the Thermomix for her baking.
Yeah. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. Yasmin is really active in the kitchen. So baking, cooking, you know, I learned a lot from her as well.
Yeah, we
Okay,
have interesting backgrounds, like in terms of our community. Like we have doctors, we have bakers, we have lawyers even. Myself is an engineer, and yeah, we have a lot of different people, but we share the same passion, which is cooking and food.
So you see, now I'm gonna actually use the Thermomat to help in the rolling to make it smoother. Can you guys actually hear the background noise of the pre-cleaning? It's actually really loud here. Did you hear any noise? Yeah. Okay, it's done. Roughly rolled. Don't have to be perfect. You know, I'm not very good at baking, but you know, you don't have to be super perfect. So we're gonna start cutting up the dough into the mantau. Okay. The spatula that comes with the Thermomix itself is one of the accessories that comes along with it. It's not just a spatula. You actually use it as a knife to cut the dough, like what I'm doing now.
And this is why what we mentioned earlier, right? It won a lot of the design award due to the functionality of the accessories. Everything that comes with Thermomix in terms of the accessories has more than one functions actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna show another function of our spatula later on when I do the pumpkin soup. Okay. So now I'm actually almost done cutting the dough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can everyone see? Like maybe I'll just arrange it a bit. Okay. You see how quickly it is done. Well, I'm just talking here. Okay, these are the dough, the mantau. This is the size that I have cut it into. It's not too small. I like it a bit fat and, you know, fluffy. I like it fat that way. So then what we do is, this is the Varoma tray. Pre-cleaning is still doing on its own. This is Varoma tray. Again, it is a free accessory that comes with the Thermomix. It's a multi-layer, meaning you can steam one layer and the second layer here. Okay, what I'll do is I'm just gonna arrange the mantau onto my tray, just like that. Don't have to be perfect, just throw it in. Okay, I'm done actually.
Nice.
I made it I made it into 10 pieces here. Yeah. Okay. So what I'll do, I will just need some proofing time, less than half an hour, and we'll come back to actually steam the mantau. So now it's just waiting time. Perfect. Well, once I've done this, can you hear the sound here? Pre-clean is done as well. It was in less than 8 minutes. When it's done, the locking arm would actually open. So it's really, okay. This, oh, I can't show you the water. But yeah, can you tell the water
Yeah.
is dirty, right?
Cloudy.
Cloudy, yes. I'll show you the bowl once I pour it out. The water is actually warm, no? The pre-clean actually sets a function for pre-cleaning, which uses warm water, its own setting. You don't have to worry. Can everyone see the bowl here? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much clean. What you need to do is just go to the sink and, just do one more rinse, or with detergent or not. That's up to you. So that's pre-clean done. So I'll pass it over back to Liani, I think.
All right. Thank you.
While
Thank
it's
you for the
proofing.
explanation, May. Nice. All right. So thank you, May. Now we're gonna go to Uma. Uma gonna show us how to make one pot biryani. So who can think that we're gonna make this one pot biryani in time for lunch, just in 45 minutes. All right, Uma, over to you.
Hi, Kartini and Yana. I'm Uma. Hi. Everybody introduce themselves as some professionals and all that. Okay, I'm a pharmacist. And today is World Pharmacist Day. Happy World Pharmacist Day, everybody. Wherever my friends are. Yeah,
Wow, happy Pharmacist Day. I didn't know about that.
Yes, every profession has its day, I guess. So anyway, before we start on Thermomix, I would like to pay some contribution, appreciation for all the healthcare workers, especially my fellow friends, my fellow pharmacists. Thank you very much. During the pandemic, I think we have worked very, very hard. To a certain extent, we are in control. Hopefully, it goes to endemic level, and then slowly we'll come back to normal. Yeah, hopefully, God willing. So now on Thermomix, how I started my journey in Thermomix really due to pandemic. Due to pandemic and the busyness, the work from home, and all the lifestyle that we had, I decided after a year of scouting and looking around for the gadgets, something to help in the kitchen, I decided early of this year to get one. So I actually came in as a customer. I used for 8 months before turning into an advisor. So why an advisor? Because after 8 months of usage, right, you can see the benefit. You will know how we can use it in daily life and how it's beneficial to us. So basically, this is to spread the wings and tell everybody, this is good, this is good. So I'm just doing this as not a part-time, but to help everybody to know about this Thermomix and basically to know, because Thermomix is not available in retail shops. So we as an advisor or a user, actually, we can tell everybody how to use it and benefit from it. Besides that, right, we can talk about Thermomix as we go along with the recipe. What say you, Kartini and Diana?
Yeah,
Shall we start?
Yes, we can start now. All right.
Yes, this is one pot biryani ayam, right? This is actually a recipe by our very own team manager, Afisa Ali. She has created this one pot biryani. So this is a manual cooking. A lot of people are actually trying to do this today, actually. So what I'll do is I'll introduce the ingredients and also tell you step by step how to do this clearly. Hopefully it's clear. I hope everybody can see the screen well, and I'm going to sit down and cook here. I have moved my Thermomix from my kitchen to my dining table to ease the lighting and the show, actually. So let's start. There are a few sets of ingredients here. Basically, the first is the shallots, the garlic, and also the ginger. So I'm going to put everything into the bowl. The bowl has to be fairly dry here for this purpose. So shallots, ginger, and 3 cloves here. And we're going to chop. Okay, in this one pot biryani, everything, chopping, saute, boiling, and also the rice cooking is going to be in this one pot. Yeah, let's start with the chopping. This is going to go for 4 seconds and speed 6. Imagine if you do it manually. Yeah. Done. Right. Let's see how it looks like. So just now is 4 seconds, speed 6. So this has chopped. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Chopped, yeah? So what we'll do is scrape down everything, and you're going to saute this with all the spices. Biryani involves a lot of spices, so you're going to saute with a lot of spices, and then you see how it turns out, yeah? Now I'm going to put ingredients B, which is actually here 20 grams of ghee and 10 grams of oil. Yeah, I have pre-measured, pre-weighed this so that is the show. But on normal days, you just weigh as it is like so. Ghee and also the oil into the bowl. Then we have cinnamon sticks. Can you see cinnamon sticks, cardamom, and also cloves? Okay. The recipe says coriander leaves as well. So I have already had coriander leaves of 10 grams, all measured. I'm going to put here. What it's going to do now, it's supposed to be earlier, but I didn't want to put it earlier because I still want to see my greens. If I chop them too much, then the green can't be seen in the biryani. But the original recipe, you have to put the coriander leaf together with the onions and the garlic. So now I'm going to saute this for 4 minutes. And 120 degrees. In the speed of 2. Okay. For 4 minutes, you do not need to sit beside it to stir. It is stir on your own while we have a small channel. Kartini, I'm supposed to tell something about one pot biryani and how else we can make one pot biryani, right? Can you hear?
Yeah. Yes, we can hear. Yeah.
Here, right? Okay, one pot biryani is very easy. It's actually something that I make very, very often because it's the favorite among my family members of 5. So, besides one pot biryani, there are a lot more other things that you can actually make in this one pot without having multiple cooking utensils. Like mihun, pasta. We call it dancing pasta. We can put the pasta on top so it will dance along while cook. So you don't need to actually cook the pasta separately before adding into the sauce. Then we do have macaroni and cheese. So there's a lot more other our clay pot chicken rice, char kway teow. There's a lot more actually you can do in this one utensil itself actually. So this biryani is very special. Before getting Thermomix, I used to make biryani on occasions, only like birthdays. We're Indian household, so we make a lot of biryani on birthdays. That's on special days. But now my household is having it almost like 2 weeks once. Now today we're actually making chicken biryani, right? But if you want to make it as a variety, you can actually substitute chicken with other meats like mutton. We do not use beef in at home, so I would skip on that. And vegetable. Now I'm actually on a fasting 1 month. I'm on vegetarian meals, so I can substitute the chicken with vegetables. So, but the cooking time you have to adjust a little. So, in manual cooking, you can actually cook your meal in the same Thermomix, like how you do it on the stove, but with some adjustments. So it just takes some little bit of learning, and then you're good to go actually. There's another 1 minute and 40 seconds more to go. Does Kartini and Liana has any experience before with one pot biryani?
Biryani, yes, right? So in my house, we don't really eat the savory rice type. So yeah, but they love a lot of like the Western cooking type. So what we always do one pot pasta. So one pot pasta is so easy. You just dump everything in, and first you saute, and then you put in the liquid and you put in the pasta and you just let it cook. And those are the things that I can actually outsource to my 15 years old or 70 years old to cook for me as well. So the instruction is there, is very clear, and it's actually it's actually safe to use the Thermomix if you understand the safety and all that. So yeah, the kids make their own lunch or dinner sometimes. I just made one pot mac and cheese yesterday. Pretty easy. Just dump everything in also and just leave it for about 10-15 minutes and it's all done. Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree a lot on the leaving the children with Thermomix to use. Like my 14-year-old actually wanted to learn cooking for a very long time, but I did not allow him because I'm just afraid of the gas stove, the things that we heard before, and scalding and all. So I did not encourage him to go to the kitchen yet, but with Thermomix, I have been teaching him how to make. The last time I think we made chicken curry together. So it's actually a very safe tool. In fact, I'm even thinking whether I should send this pot with him when he goes to college later on. Okay, we are done with the saute, like Serene said. It has made some music. So I'm going to open. Okay, the way to open after each cooking is away from your face. So you just put it away. You can see the vapors coming out. These are very good vapors. They are not like fumes here. So I'm actually cooking in the dining area and it's not going to smell so much. So it's just the aroma. Now I'm just going to show how it has turned out. Can you see how well cooked sauteed it is? So this is, I did not see it inside the bowl. It has done its job. Okay. It smells nice. My husband is reminding me it smells nice. Okay, now we are going to the next part where we're going to actually put in the main ingredients. So I will introduce the main ingredients first. Of course, chicken. Chicken, after rinsing and drying it, you will still see water. So what we are trying to avoid is so much of water. So we're going to put it into this Thermomix without so much of water. This is about 500 to 600 grams of chicken cut into 5 to 6 centimeters size. Yeah. Then we have. Can everybody hear me? Can you?
Yes. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Then we have yogurt, honey, and also salt here. I have 440 grams of yogurt. 20 grams of honey and also salt 10 grams. This is for chicken of 5 to 600 or 700 grams. Rice of 30 grams, 300 grams. Yeah, this is the recipe for that amount. And then tomato puree. We have 30 grams of tomato puree. Sorry, I did not show it's a puree. The recipe calls for a tomato as well, but I'm skipping on it because we do not eat so much of tomato in my household. So you can make changes to the recipes. And then I'm going to introduce some important ingredients of a biryani. Garam masala, pepper, coriander powder, chili, and also turmeric. I'm going to put chili at this point and not earlier, just to make a spicy combination with the chicken, not earlier. Because earlier, biryani calls a little bit more green or into the sauteing part doesn't make much of taste. Here it will give you a flavor. Okay, I think that's all. 1 teaspoon of garam masala, turmeric, chili, and coriander powder. Okay. And then I'm going to just give a quick stir because everything has to be evenly distributed. And this is a special spatula. I'm going to cook this now. I'm going to cook this for 5 minutes at 120 degrees. And here's very important, reverse punya and the speed of spoon. So this is going to cook for us for 5 minutes. What is
Okay. Okay, Uma. So I think we are running out of the time. So I have to skip. So while waiting for the chicken to cook, we're gonna show a little bit about the cookie dough functions and all that. All right. Okay. So let me just share this. Sorry. So what you guys just saw just now, right? We can do what? Fast and fresh food every day. So you see Serene how she made the lemonade, and then from lemonade you can see how May make her multi-layer cooking. Make the mantau first, and then now you see how Uma chop, grind, and cook her ingredients using Thermomix. So fast and fresh every day. You can also do a half-boiled egg. You can do your own cookies and a lot of other things as well. Perfect meat every time. Yes, yes means yes, I can cook too. So how many of you have made bread before? Okay, so I've not made bread in my life before. So I went to classes, but then once I get to learn on how to when I get my Thermomix, I learned how to make bread, and it was like so easy that now we can make bread every day, just like Liani. You can cook full set meal fast and easy. So these are among the multi-layer cooking. You see a different kind of food here. You can see you can do a multi-layer cooking lamb legs with mashed potato. You can do multi-layer cooking pulut kuning and rendang. You can do a multi-layer cooking various desserts here. And you can also do a multi-layer cooking nasi serai and ayam kapitan here. Also your chicken steam, for example. So a lot of things that you can do using a varoma tray or multi-layer cooking using Thermomix. Okay, so these are the example on how you can do a 4-course meal. So on the first level, the varoma tray, you can steam meat, fish or chicken. The second layer, you can steam eggs or vegetables. And then on the third layer, using the simmering basket, you can steam your potato, rice or pasta. And the fourth one, you can also steam the soup or dessert. All right. Now, here, let us show you a quick view on how we use the guided cooking. I'm going to pass this over to Liani. Liani is going to walk us through a little bit on cookie dough functions. Yeah. So it's just a quick steps, one to another. Yeah. Already preset. This is cookie dough for you.
Yes. So basically, cookie dough, right? It's a guided cooking. What does it mean by guided cooking? It will tells you every details on how to make the food easily. Just like May just now when she was making her mantau, she just have to click next, and follow what cookie dough tells you. What you need to know is just what is for example, what is all-purpose flour, what is sugar, what is salt. And with the built-in weight scale, everything, it's very helpful basically. So even for those who don't know how to cook, you can cook now thanks to cookie dough because of the guided cooking. So currently we have more than 70,000 recipes available in cookie dough, and I know that they've been adding a lot because since I joined as an advisor, it was actually 50,000 plus recipes. So within less than a year, they are adding more and more than 10,000 recipes, you know. So for the subscription, for those who wonder, we actually get this free for the first 6 months once you get your Thermomix. But after 6 months, you have to resubscribe back. And the subscription is actually per year, and you have to pay for $39 US. So for those who wonders, if we, what kind of recipes available, do we have Asian recipes? So this is an example of the collections, the recipes we have in cookie dough. Taste of Malaysia, we have ayam golek, we have rendang ayam, we have teh tarik, mi goreng mama, and I actually love the teh tarik. It's really, really good. It's exactly like the normal teh tarik we eat. We have at mama store actually. And other than that, we also have recipes for kids, special diets. kids, not only toddlers, but also babies. So this is one of my favorite as well, because I have a 2 years, 6 months old son, and I've been making a lot of cookies, healthy food, which is less sugar and less salt for him. So I'm not worried anymore. I don't have to Google for the recipes. I don't have to find in YouTube. Everything is there. And another great thing about Thermomix is actually about cookie dough is you can actually meal plan. You can actually prepare your meal ahead of time. So for example, like myself, I will, before I go to sleep, once a week, okay, like on Sunday, I will actually start to plan my meal. So it won't take me so much time to prepare, to think about what I need to make for my family for the whole week. And it is also helpful for my husband, because I don't do groceries nowadays. It's my husband's job to do the groceries. So he just asked me, hey, what we're gonna have this week, and I just generate a shopping list from all the meals that I chose from Cookie Dough. So it's very helpful. So you don't have to bother, you don't have to think, and there's no more wastage of food or ingredients in your house, because you just buy what you need to buy because you're gonna cook it, right? Yep, and from the shopping list that you generated from Cookie Dough, you can actually send it to WhatsApp. You just send it to your husband's phone, or you can go and buy it yourself. It's easy. Everything is from the phone. It's smart. It's very smart. And for those who are health conscious, who are worried about how in terms of the nutrition facts, basically. So all the information are actually available in each recipes. So you just have to scroll down and it will actually tells you everything about it, like how much protein does the meal has, what does the carbohydrates content, what is the fat content. Yeah, so very good for health conscious people. So again, just now Kartini actually reminded us about this. What will you get if you purchase Thermomix from us? Today, so the first thing that you will get is actually a thermo server, but this is actually a hosting gift. So for those who want to know what is a hosting gift, you can actually ask and contact your advisor to know more about it. But for those who is purchasing at full, buying Thermomix at full payment, which means you pay 6,988. So if you pay cash, you will get a travel bag. Even myself, I don't have this travel bag. It's super awesome. You can actually bring your Thermomix everywhere you want. Go for picnic, go for camping, bring it to your parents' house, for example. Or for those who are actually paying using credit card or debit card, you will get an easy meals for family cookbook, which is worth 160 ringgit. Yeah, so what you see now on the screen is everything you will get once you pay 6,988. It's not only the Thermomix itself. You will get a basic cookbook, and you will get a Cookie Dough subscription for 6 months. And other than that, you will actually get a free delivery. So no matter where you are, actually everywhere you are in Malaysia, you will get a delivery, even if you're in Sarawak or Sabah. So for those who is buying today, we have a special pre-hosting gift for all of you. We are offering this brownies pen. It's a brownies pen, right, Kak Tini? For first-hand customers. So anyone who's actually interested with this, do let your advisors know. So other than that, what Cook and Share can actually provide to you, so what we will provide to you as an advisor is you will have access to endless recipes through our group support, which is in Telegram. You will have access to our Facebook group as well, and WhatsApp group. So you have multiple group supports that will actually provide you recipes and tips and tricks on how to make full use of your Thermomix. And other than that, we also have cooking class, which is available for us tomorrow, for example. Tomorrow we will have a cooking class telling us how to make char kway teow. And what was it again? Another one, Kak Tini? The meal for tomorrow?
Fish curry.
Fish curry, yes, because a lot of people say fish, whenever they cook fish, it doesn't look like fish anymore. So we're gonna show to you tomorrow how we're gonna make our fish curry in Thermomix. Okay. So who wants Thermomix today? Write in the chat. I want TM6 and write your advisor name. So for example, myself, I want TM6. So mention Kartini. I want TM6. I want 3 TM6 Kartini. One more.
Yeah, once you have 1 TM6, then you say you want 2 or 3 TM6 already. Okay. Yes, please write in the chat if you want the TM6. You know why? Because of the initial offer that we gave you earlier. If you want the brownie pan, then we need to have your name because we need to put it in our order list. And we have only 10 brownie pan that is available for today's promotion. So yes, write your name and write your advisor name if you like to get your Thermomix today. All right. So quiz time. So what is our quiz? What is our quiz for the day?
Yes. What is our quiz? So get ready because you will get it's not just a question, but basically you will get a prize because it's a quiz, right? So get ready to type. I'm not very good in typing using my phone. So whoever really good in this, I'm gonna start with the question. Get ready with the question. So the quiz for today is, you saw Serene just now was making lemonade. So what was the function that she used to make lemonade? What was the function that she used to make her lemonade in 2 seconds? Wow, we have people answering. Okay, that's great.
So, Thunder All's EZ. Okay, Thunder All's EZ. Can you? Yeah, so she's the first one who answered. So can you actually unmute Thunder All? Okay.
Hi,
Hi, your name is?
Izati.
Izati.
Oh, Izati.
Okay. Izati, how long have you been using Thermomix?
Since quite new lah, since August.
How do you find it so far?
So far okay, but then still trying to get the what like
feeling
all
of
the
it.
organization, all the option have lah. Normally I just do like cake or water drinks like that only. Haven't really do all the dishes.
It's okay,
Okay,
Izati.
so-
Tomorrow we have fish curry, so you can join us to make your fish curry tomorrow.
Yay.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Izati. Connect with your advisor to get your prizes for the quiz, for today. All right. Thank you so much. Now let's continue cooking. I'm gonna go back to Uma. Uma, are you ready to put in the rice?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yes. There's actually cook the chicken halfway. Now, next step will be actually pouring water and boiling it. There are a few ways to cook rice. So we are going to boil the water now inside here. For 300 grams of rice, I'm going to pour in 350 grams of water. We have the guide that is available on cooking the rice. So basically you have to put in 350 grams of water. Okay, more or less 349. So I'm going to just see. I forgot to show how it looked like earlier. Yeah, never mind, I'll show you the end result. So this is how it is, and we're going to boil it for 5 minutes. While boiling, I will explain to you what are the ways to cook rice in Thermomix. This is one way actually. Besides this is rice cooker mode, where rice cooker mode you include all the things into this, and then water and rice and salt and whatsoever if you are making flavored rice and cook in rice cooker mode. Second way is actually to make it via the simmering basket. You know the simmering basket in front of me, you can put it inside, the rice into it, and water to the level of the simmering water and let it boil. When it boils, it actually cooks the rice as well. And the third method is actually waruma. The way May cooked her mantau, the same way you can actually put in layers of rice onto the waruma, and you can waruma it. You can steam the rice. So there are few ways actually to do this. And here we go. I'm going to start this. This is for 5 minutes, Kartini and Liana.
Okay, all right. Thanks, May. Thanks, Uma. So I'm gonna go back to May. Okay, May. Over to you.
Yep. Can you hear me? Is everyone hearing me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so the mantau is actually done. I'll show everyone. This is how it looks like after proofing. Actually, while you guys were talking, I actually saved 1 bg of the dough and I made a rose shaped mantau lah. So you see how they are all big and fluffy now. They are ready to go to steam. To steam, we're gonna do a manual mode, meaning it's not a guided cooking. We will use the manual mode by adding water. It's like a steamer, right? You need water to steam. So we'll add in water now. It's about 550 grams of water. Just pour it in to the clean bowl. Okay, that's done. Water's in. You close the lid. We remove the measuring cup for steaming because we will need to stack on the varoma tray. For any steaming purpose, you will stack on like this, okay? And then close the lid. It is manual cooking, meaning we'll do our own setting. We will steam it. Oh, sorry, not this mantau. Forgot. We're gonna do the pumpkin soup, right? Sorry. Okay. So the pumpkin soup, the pumpkin is gonna be steamed together while the mantau is actually cooking on top. So what I have prepared here is pumpkin, onions, and some carrots for color. Okay, all cut up nicely. Put it into the simmering basket. It has got a lot of use. Like Serene, she uses the simmering basket as to strain the lemonade, right? So here we use simmering basket as a steaming basket. Put it into the bowl like that. Okay, and close the lid. And then we stack on our mantau like that. Let's do the manual setting. We're gonna steam it for 18 minutes. Okay, this is 18. 18 minutes. Temperature, we're gonna set it to varoma. Whenever you're using for steaming, we will set it to varoma temperature. And the speed is a spoon speed that we're using because we don't want to create too much condensation for the mantau where, the water will actually drop onto the mantau and doesn't look so nice. We want it to be a bit, smooth when it comes out. So that's a bit of like tips and tricks you learn, while using the Thermomix. So, but I'll actually not do the steaming for mantau now. I'll do it after 6 minutes, after the water has boiled for 6 minutes. Then I'll stack it on. Okay, so we'll come back to steaming later on. Pumpkin soup, pumpkin is being steamed here. Once it's done, I will show the blending of the pumpkin soup. So I'm done here on my side, Liani.
Looks clean, right? What do they have?
Alright.
Raspberry, blueberry,
All right.
Thank you. Uma, I just want to ask whether is it the boiling water done? Because I'm afraid that the rice will take some time to cook.
There is 1 more minute, Kartini.
Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna wait for Uma. I think Uma, what you can do is you can add in the rice now without waiting, yeah?
No?
Yeah, so just wait for Uma before we go straight to Serene. Yeah. So cooking rice using the rice cooker mode will take a while. So it's about 28 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a while. So after this, after the boiled water, I'm going to add in a rinsed rice. So this was just rinsed without soaking. Let's say you're not boiling the water, then it's important for basmati rice to be soaked a little so that it cooks evenly. So there's another 10 seconds more. So this has been weighed 300 grams of basmati rice. I'm using palm oil basmati rice. And I'll add in little bit of raisins because I want my raisins to be a little bit cooked actually.
Okay.
If not, you can always add in the raisins later on. So this is the boiled water, always open against your fist. This is very nice. I do not know whether you can see. This is like a soup.
Okay.
Can you see?
Yes, yes. All right.
The soup.
Can.
And then I'm going to add 300 grams of rice, which we actually rinsed it in the simmering basket itself. It's so convenient actually, rather than using multiple utensils. Okay, there it goes. Just make sure it's evenly distributed. I'm going to add in a little bit of my raisins. Okay, just a little bit, some more little small garnishing. I'm going to close this and I'm going to remove my measuring cup. I'm going to put my simmering basket on top so that it can cook. Because there's a lot of water inside, we want it to cook and release steam at the same time. And then I'm going to turn to rice cooker mode. Can't see from this. Yeah. So just turn the speed down and then it start cooking. It will, this is for 29 minutes.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Uma. Okay, so now we go to Serene.
Hi, it's me again. Okay, now I'm going to do cooking the fried broccoli with carrots, and the recipe is inside the cookie dough. So this is guided cooking. Let me start. First is, as usual, just start cooking and you see 2 garlic. Do you know that when we cooking veggie, right, we don't need to peel the garlic. With the skin, we can throw in and it will help us to kill the garlic skin. Only took 5 seconds to take out the skin.
So this is to answer Sukfan's question just now. Sukfan was asking how to remove the garlic skin. So this is where, Serene is going to remove her garlic skin.
You can see here, the garlic skin actually is removed already. And we just need to take out the skin will do. No need to do anything, just take out the skin and we can continue our cooking. Okay, that's all. You can add in more garlic if you prefer your veggie with more garlic, no problem. Okay, then add in some oils. This time I'm using olive oil. Sorry. Okay, we're going to saute the garlic with oil using the spoon speed functions. And in the meantime, can I pass back to Tini first?
Okay, all right. Thank you, Serene. Okay, so Uma is doing her, okay, let's check. Serene? Okay, so we are waiting for Uma currently to cook for her biryani, 1 pot biryani rice. And then we are having May is currently steaming her mantau and her pumpkin soup. And Serene is currently stir frying her, what they call it, her garlic. Okay, so is there any question that you want to ask while waiting for the rest to actually complete their cooking? Yeah. So there are questions from Himalata just now. How much is the subscription fee? So it's about 39 USD per year, Hema. Yeah. So so what happened? Why there is a subscription fees for the cookie dough account? So cookie dough account is a collected recipe from all over the world. So there are about 70,000 over recipe right now. And when we got our Thermomix last year, right?
Suddenly,
Sorry? Is it ready? Okay. So when the, sorry, I thought someone is asking questions. So when we got ours couple of years back, last year, right? So the cookie dough account is about 50,000, 50 over 1,000 recipe. So so it keeps on growing, and this recipe is not is developed by local recipe developer from every country all around the world. So like in Malaysia, we have our own recipe developer, local recipe developer. So this is why you saw just now in the screen that we shared. There is like the Tasty Malaysia, there is like Let's Go Mama collections and all that. So these are all local recipes. And then we also have collections from France, we have collections from China, we have collections from Europe. So all these collections recipe are developed by the local recipe developer. Previously, before TM6, because we don't have this integrated recipe cookbook inside the Thermomix via cookie dough, what we have to do is we have to buy the cookbook. We have to buy the cookbook lah basically, and every cookbook costs us about 160 ringgit. So imagine that you have one cookbook for 160 ringgit, and for myself, I even have to buy about 6 cookbook or 10 cookbooks. I think that cost me about 1,006. So with cookie dough subscription, the model is slightly different. So you subscribe yearly. And when you subscribe yearly, what you will get is basically an updated recipe. So the recipe keep on updating. So for example, like this month, we have like a new collection, which is a sweet treat collections, where you can make your, what they call it, the, I can't remember, the Indian delicacy, sweet dessert. I really love it. The coconut candy, for example. So rather than you stir it on your stove, right, you can have it made using Thermomix under sugar staging functions. Yeah. So Serene, are you ready?
Yeah, still stir frying. But while stir frying, let me ask you, would you like to eat your veggie every day if your veggie is sweeter? Sweeter not by adding sugar, it's sweeter from the original, the veggie itself, come from the veggie itself. Can you now reply me, will you eat a veggie every day if your veggie is sweeter?
Yes, of course.
And
so why is it the veggie is gonna be sweeter when we cook in Thermomix, Serene, if you can share?
Because Thermomix, right, they have one technology called aroma functions, which is only for Thermomix itself. And this aroma function actually is, they didn't adding any, we don't need adding any water. They're using the stir fry mode and the steaming mode to cook the perfect temperature to make the veggie is perfect cooking, and the natural taste will come out as well.
All right. So what Serene is trying to say is cooking in Thermomix. If you can see, we have like the high. We can control the temperature. You see, in the middle is where we can actually control the temperature. So currently, Serene is cooking under 3 minutes 120C speed 1. So 120C is actually the perfect temperature for you to stir fry. But when it comes to cooking the veggie, right, we are cooking the veggie under a low temperature. Even though we use a varoma functions, the temperature is still between 120 to 140. So do you know that when you use your wok, then the temperature can go up to 180 or 200 over degree. And with that, then you potentially will stir fry until it get layu. How to say layu, Liani? So that it will remove some of the nutritions from the veggie. So under controlled temperature, the veggies, the cooking. So that's why we said that we can retain certain nutrient is because under the controlled temperature, the veggies will stay greens and nice. Yeah.
Now saute is done already. I will just add in the broccoli and also the carrots. In Thermomix, right, you don't need to add in one by one. Actually, with their perfect temperature, they can cook both together, and in perfect temperature, you don't need to worry that another minute and you'll run to add in another things. So with some salt.
Okay.
That's all. In another, we are using the spoon speed mode, reverse spoon mode in another 4 minutes. And I keep one broccoli for you to compare the graininess later.
Okay, thank you, Serene. So while waiting Serene to cook her broccoli, do you have any questions so far? Any of the audience? Liani, do you have anything to share? Any story to share?
I just want to share one thing about this. Yeah, just now you were asking about layu, right? Sayur layu. So I don't know if there's a word in English. We normally, I think English, they just mention, they just use overcook, right? Overcooked veggies.
Overcook, correct.
Yeah. Yeah, so I personally, before when I cook veggies manually on the stove, that overcook scenario happens a lot, like really a lot, because sometimes you just have to go outside, turn off the TV, switch off the TV, or you have to do some laundry, right? So I thought 4 minutes or 5 minutes won't overcook your veggies on the stove, but sometimes it does because of the heat, the temperature. You accidentally accidentally increase the temperature too much. I mean the fire, right? Oh, I'm using the fire, but with Thermomix, it's a precise temperature, so you don't have to worry at all. You just use Baroma and leave it for 4 minutes, and the timer will stop after 4 minutes, and it's done. So no more overcooked veggies. It retains the nutrients inside the vegetables as well, and it becomes sweeter as well. So even those who never eat veggies, once they eat vegetables, the broccolis and carrots cooked from Thermomix, they become they eat vegetables now. I know a few customers, a few people that never eat vegetables in their life, but after eating vegetables cooked from Thermomix, they change their eating habit. So it's wonderful, right?
Yes, interesting sharing, Liani. So what are other things that we can actually cook with what are other things that you actually cook with Thermomix under low temperature cooking? Is that
is that question to that question is to me, right?
yes.
Well, what I can share, I love slow cooking my chicken, my beef as well, because by slow cooking, I believe that it will actually helps to release the flavor further. If you cook, even if I make my chicken soup, instead of boiling it for 20 to 30 minutes, I will slow cook it for 1 hour at 90 degrees Celsius or 80 degrees Celsius. The broth is actually richer, it just tastes amazing. I don't know how to explain it. It's really good. It's like a slow cooker. Well, Thermomix is a slow cooker itself. It has a function, slow cooker, so it can slow cook for you. So yeah, I use that slow cook mode a lot for my chicken and my beef. Yeah, that is one of the example that I personally use, that I use at low temperature cooking.
All right, thank you. Okay, so this is about 25 minutes more for the stir fry broccoli to be ready. Yeah.
Not 25 minutes, you mean?
25 seconds. 25 seconds. Sorry.
That will be super overcooked, I think.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so we will see what's the results like.
Yes.
We are done. And you can see the, let me show you. It's the greens and
Very green.
for a bit first.
So you can see that Serene is actually pouring out putting her vegetables inside beautiful shiny plate that's called thermoserver.
And that is our hosting gift for this period. If you get your Thermomix this period, you get a thermoserver, 2.2 liter thermoserver.
You can compare these two. This is cooked one and this is uncooked. See the greens?
The cooked one is greener than the cooked one, the not cooked one.
Yeah, this is the cooked one and this is the uncooked one in the bowl, uncooked one.
All right, thank you, Serene. Thank you. Now we are going back to May. I'm not sure, is May here?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, I think yours is ready as well, right?
Yes, just done. Steaming is done. I'll show you. There's a bit of water dripping out. Okay. Just wipe off. Okay. Can you see the steam buns?
Wow.
Nice.
I want that roast mantau.
Yep, it's all done. It's ready. So we'll plate it later. Now just quickly show the pumpkin soup. What's happening here is we have the pumpkin already steamed in the basket. I'll show you. This is how we use the spatula as well. Okay, to lift up the simmering basket. Okay. Just open it up. Can you see the steamed pumpkins and onions?
Nice.
Right. We will actually put this steamed pumpkin back into the bowl. Okay, with a bit of water that we have left inside. Okay, this is how you do it. Okay, that's done. We're gonna start blending and the soup will be done in 1 minute. Close the measuring cup. We start blending for 1 minute. I'll gradually increase the speed from chopping and then it will go to blending. No speed. Yes?
Why do you need to gradually increase the speed?
Well, we don't want to, spoil the blade. You want to take care of the blade, right? So we slowly do it, not too slow, just gradually, like what I'm doing now. You see, we're doing this while the food is hot. Yeah? So 5, 6, 7. Can you hear the noise?
Yeah.
Like the airplane taking off.
It's like an airplane taking off, according to me. Yes, it's true.
Coming out.
So you can blend hot food using the Thermomix bowl because it's stainless steel. Yeah.
Sorry, I can't hear what is working here.
It's all right. So there is a question about the recipe just now. So can we change the language in the cookie dough since some are in foreign language? So usually we use an apps translator for the non-English recipe, and or we can use the Google, what they call it, like the
Google Translate.
Google Translate, to actually translate it.
Blending is done, but if you notice, I forgot one thing. Okay.
The cashew.
Yes, I forgot the cashew nut, but it's okay. We don't have to put that in because that's just to thicken up the soup a bit, right? But what I missed out is the seasoning. Okay, that's a bit of salt. But like in kitchen, it's very common that you miss out steps. yeah, it's okay. So it's done blending. I'll show you how, when things happen, just throw in the salt that we have here,
All right.
into the hole. Okay. And I'll just do like 8 seconds. 8 seconds at speed 6. It's really hot inside, right? I'll just quickly stir and cook, mix in the salt. Okay, it's done. It's done. It
So
depends
this,
on the consistency of the soup that you like, sometimes. Some people like it a bit runny. Okay. Have pumpkin soup ready. Can I show everyone? Oops.
yeah, so
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, we'll just pour it out now. If I added the cashew nut, it would be a bit more thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So there's still a lot left inside here.
Yeah.
Yep. So there you go. Pumpkin soup is done. And it will to go with the mantau.
Nice.
Yeah. Easy cooking at home. I mean, no fuss, easy.
Okay, Yasmin asked just now, what is the speed for blending the pumpkin?
Blending is always at speed 10, but we actually do it gradually. Increasing from 4 and then going 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's at speed 10 for 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
You remember put in the seasoning.
Because when blending, we put like sometimes big chunks, right? Like your pumpkins and your onions are actually big chunks, so we doesn't want it to like move a lot. Like, I mean, then the Thermomix will bergetar-getar like that.
Yep.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Any alternative to cashew?
Any alternative to cashew?
Cream. The heavy cream can be used actually for thickening.
Cream.
So cashew nuts is actually, this is, I remember I had a customer who is actually allergic with dairy. So cashew nuts is actually a dairy substitute for thickening for soups. So for those who want to try, cashew nuts is actually good, right, May? I love adding cashew nuts in my even chicken kurma with cashew.
Like curry
nice.
as well, right? We add cashew nut in our curry. Yes.
Yes.
So there you go. That's done.
Thank you, Uma. I just want to ask whether your nasi biryani, is it ready?
Another 2 more minutes, Jeannie. But do you want me to actually explain a little bit on the next dish we're going to make, so we can start right away?
Okay, can. So your nasi is about 2 more minutes, huh?
Yeah, 2 minutes and 30 seconds exactly.
Okay, May. So I will just pass it to Uma then. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi. Good to see everyone back. Okay. The next dish. Okay. While waiting for biryani to cook, there's another 2 more minutes. I will explain briefly about the next dish that we're going to make. Berries ice cream. Okay. This ice cream is actually a vegan from the vegan book of cookie dough. So we're going to use the cookie dough method to do the next dish. So basically what we're going to do is we are using frozen berries here. Frozen, really frozen, do not defrost it. And some, according to the ingredient, is supposed to be soy milk, but I do not use soy milk powder in the household. So I'm going to substitute with full cream milk. But then the original recipe is from the vegan cookbook. So whoever has some allergies towards milk powder or dairy or yogurt or what's anything to do with dairy, so you can only substitute with soy milk. Besides, we also have many other methods of making ice creams with whipped cream and with egg and without egg. This recipe is without egg. So those who are actually having allergies to eggs, then you can use these recipes, not to say that you can't eat ice cream at all. So it's wonderful to know that we can also have ice creams also allergic to. Little bit tips on this ice cream. Yeah? I'm using frozen fruit and also milk powder to blend and make it into a smooth paste of ice cream. But if you're cooking in the, there are a few other methods as well. If you want to use frozen for fruit with whipped cream, what will happen is the texture of the ice cream will be very creamy and it will melt easily. So if you do not want your ice cream to melt easily, you can add in some ice cubes. So what happens when it blends together, the ice cubes will make it a little bit more firm. So you can actually serve it outside or put it outside on together with your meals for some time. But this is actually a recipe where you can see the ice cream will melt instantly after you start spooning it out. Okay, another 4 more minutes. So 4 more seconds. Okay, I'm going to remove this area here. The rice is done, Tini and Liana.
Okay.
I'm going to show how it looks.
The rice has to rest first?
Sorry?
Does it have to rest first?
Yes, it has to rest first. But I'm going to show how it looks like now, actually.
Okay.
You can see there's a little layer of water on top. It's actually the soups that we have cooked with. Earlier I said chicken soup, right? So it's the broth that we cook the rice with. So I'm going to just leave it for a while for it to absorb all the juices, the rice to absorb all the juices. Then I'm going to start now with the ice cream. I have a second bowl here, so I can start instantly with the ice cream. What's important in getting the second bowl is this. You can instantly do your next dish, while like the biryani has to wait for a while. So I'm going to start with the second dish, and besides this, a sweet dish. So I can actually separate the savory dish bowl and also my sweet dish bowl. And if I'm allergic to it, I can have a separate bowl for dishes that my family members are allergic to, to avoid the ingredients they are allergic to. So I'm going to put this. Meanwhile, this biryani, while it's resting, I can put in my garnishes. So I have some cashew and raisins here. I'm going to just put it in for it to cook in the steam and also absorb all the juices. So I'm going to put these. Just make sure your bottom part is dry. I'm going to start with the cooking that I have saved here. We can save our recipes so that'll be easy. Okay, now 50 grams of frozen mix. I can start with the recipe for ice cream, right?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes.
So ice cream is very easy peasy. You put in the frozen berries and do you put in the
milk powder.
Mm-hmm.
So here I'm putting my milk powder, it's about 100 grams.
Mm-hmm.
And then next, we can, with cookie dough, we just learn how to press next and follow the instructions.
Learn how to yes.
Insert, yeah, like what you said, yeah, now. So now it asked me to insert the measuring cup into the mixing bowl lid. Then, Then now I have to, it has already preset for me the time, no temperature is ice cream, and then to speed 10. Okay, it asked me to select to speed 10. I'm supposed to grind this.
She's supposed to grind it for 30 seconds, speed 10. So 30 seconds, she can't hear us right now. It's very noisy. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Oh.
All right. Okay, so there are varieties of ice cream recipe, right, Liani, inside Thermomix?
Yes.
So you can do the blending part, like using fresh fruits, right?
Yes,
You
correct.
can make like the sorbet like, you can make like the gelato like, or you can make like an actual ice cream like where you have to cook the egg and also the cream, and then you have to freeze it, and then you have to cut it into cubes, put it back into Thermomix, blend it again, and freeze it again, and you can get the actual ice cream that you buy from the store. So many ways.
Yes, and the best thing about making ice cream using Thermomix recipe, it's available in cookie dough as well, and it doesn't even contain any preservative, any freezing agents. It's everything natural ingredients. So that's a great thing about the recipe that we have in cookie dough. I recently made a salted caramel, salted caramel popcorn, salted caramel ice cream, and it tastes exactly like the Garrett, the famous Garrett popcorn. Salted caramel popcorn, and I was super amazed because everything was done using Thermomix, from the caramel itself, because we have the caramelizing function, sugar staging function in Thermomix, that you don't have to stir anymore to make caramel and the stuff, but Thermomix will actually help to do that. So yeah, it's wonderful. We can eat ice cream without being guilty, without that feeling of guilty.
Yeah, like the ice cream that Uma is making right now is probably no sugar added. It's actually the sweetness will come from the fruits itself. Yeah.
So it's healthy for the kids. Oh, look at Uma. She's serving her biryani now.
Yeah, while
Uma,
making her
staying again? Yes.
Yes, the ice cream is ready. Let me show you how good it is.
All right.
It's great, right, to have two mixing bowls at once. You can just
swap it. But I would love to have some nuts into this. So what I will do is I will not remove this. I'll just show you how it is here. Yes,
nice.
See, it's just dropping just like that, like real ice cream. So I'm going to put this into the fridge while I wait for you to get my plating done. We are given time for plating, right? Continue, Liana?
Yes.
So this is ice cream. So I'm going to put it into the my fridge. Then I'm going to show you now about this, how good it is actually. Look at it. So I'm just going to stir and pour it into the thermal server. This thermal server, you see, we still have some time for our lunch. So what we can do is we can serve it in thermal server while waiting for everybody's ready for lunch.
Yes, because the thermal server can actually retain the temperature for 3 hours at least.
So just wait for a while. We're going to share how can you get the second mixing bowl at a discounted price while waiting for them to plate. Okay? So Uma, I'm going to just leave you for a while. We will come back to you in a while. Right. So easy, fresh, creative food daily. So yeah, you can make your own ice cream. You can make your own soy milk. You can eat your cream brulee or breads. Breads and a lot of others easily. All right. Now, local delicacy now made easy with less mess and stress. You see how Uma actually made her one pot biryani in a jiffy. She made it during our session, which is less than an hour. How can you make one pot biryani so easily? And it's just nice for one family to have a meal together. So you can do rendang, you can do ayam kari kapitan, you can do asam pedas. Those are the things that you can do easily. That's why you have to come to our cook along tomorrow to see how we make kari ikan. Right? Now, easy, healthy, but tasty with low temp, steaming and sous vide function. So these are the low temp function that we are talking about just now. Right? So you see how Serene make her stir fry broccoli, and we can do our own chicken rice, we can do steamed fish and sous vide function. These are all functions where you can actually retain the nutritions while getting the actual flavor from the food itself. Okay, right. Homemade, not store-bought. So you can see how May just now made her own mantau and also pumpkin soup. You can also use the similar pumpkin soup technique to actually make the baby food for a young toddler, for example. So a lot of things that you can explore. Do you know you can also make your own yogurt or even cheese using your Thermomix under fermentation mode? So a lot of things that you can do. So that's why cooking with Thermomix is easy and creative as well. Okay, so perfect temperature every time. So you can see a lot of things that we can do using Thermomix under different temperature, because we can control the temperature, kaya or pudding or sauces and stuff like that. And there's a lot of benefit of cooking with Thermomix. It's quick and easy. Everyone can cook. It's also healthy. There's auto cooking, auto washing. So auto washing, you saw how May clean her Thermomix right after she made her mantau. And then it's also space saving. Imagine that all these functions are available in Thermomix, replacing all other utensils that you have. Always questions that we have from our potential customer are, I have all these other appliances, so what do I do with it when I have my Thermomix? So for me personally, I donated some of it because I really don't use it anymore, and I sold some. For example, the mixer, and a few more. I even have an ice cream maker that is not used until now, which is already donated to other people. And goodbye to cooking fuel. So everyone can own a Thermomix. You can use a full payment or financing up to 24 months, right? And these are the hosting gift that you're gonna get when you purchase your Thermomix before 3rd of October. All right, so it's it's a 2.2 liter thermo server. So like what Uma mentioned earlier, she can actually keep her biryani inside because it can retain food under hot or cold for about 3 hours. So she can put her biryani there, and then if she were to eat about 1 or 1:30 later with her family, the food are still warm. All right, full payment, free gift. There's always a special gift for full payment method. So as Liani mentioned just now, if you transfer via FPX, then you get the carry back. But if you use debit card or credit card for full payment, then you get the additional cookbook for free. All right. Refer and enjoy. So this is what you can get if you refer a potential customer to your advisor. Then you get to purchase your second bowl at a discounted price. So the bowl is actually one of the most expensive accessories if you were to buy for Thermomix. So it's about 1,550 ringgit for all what you see. Not here, actually we are missing. Sorry, I just need to see the sound from audio. Okay, all right. So we actually have extra here, which is not in the picture, which is the simmering basket and extra blade. So it's very, very useful. Cost about 1,550, but you get it only under at 698 ringgit. So check with your Thermomix advisor. Even if you are planning to buy, check with your Thermomix advisor how to get the second bowl at a discounted price. Okay, all right. So again, these are the thermo server. We have several sizes. You're gonna get one of the bigger sizes, which is the 2.2 liter one. And you will get all these also, the free basic cookbook, free 6 months cookie dough subscription for you to try out, the whole accessories, and then we have lots of cooking classes, free delivery of Thermomix to your house. You get access to online recipe community. It has 2 years warranty. You'll get personal advisor support. Cook and Share has a very great after sales support and also free unboxing services as well. Okay, so if you are, even if you like it, if you feel that this is what you want, Thermomix, you want a Thermomix today, please just write in the chat so that then we can get the advisor to contact you right after this. So write in the chat, I want Thermomix with your advisor name. All right. So how about the payment plan? So as low as 222.30 per month if you go under debit card installment. So we have credit card and debit card installment. So you can see here, if you want to know a little bit more on how to go under credit card or debit card installment, you can connect with your advisor, then they will explain a little bit more on the installment package. All right, so your feedback is valuable to us. Let us know what you think about the show. What else do you want to see? Let the advisor know, or you can write in the chat and give your advisor a call. Okay, right. So a little bit more on what do we have as part of the our advisor team, what do we offer? Here is the unboxing, product walkthrough, and live cooking guide, the sharing recipe, the classes, the support group inside Telegram and WhatsApp. Also ebook, we have several ebook to share with you, and also recipe card, a lot of recipe cards to share as well. All right, so now it's reveal time. All right, so girls, are you guys ready?
Yep.
I don't see anyone on the screen.
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, all right. So maybe we go to May first, right?
Yes. Can you see on my screen?
Yes, now I can see you.
Okay, I've removed the mantau from the baroma tray. I
Yeah.
also put in the pumpkin soup into a clear glass so you can all see the color. It's all natural
Right.
color, right? Pumpkin, carrot, onion. Yeah. And the mantau, the rose shaped mantau. Okay,
Very beautiful, man.
there you go. Fat
Nice.
chubby mantau.
It's
Do you want
very
me to
nice.
do you want me to
Yeah, you can
open?
show. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll pick the fattest one. Okay. You see? That's steam.
Wow,
Soft
so
and
soft.
fluffy.
Soft and fluffy. My kids will just
Yes.
finish this off once this demo is done. They already had this yesterday. Yeah.
I can imagine them
healthy buns.
queuing in front of the mantau.
Yeah. Healthy buns, freshly baked, not baked, but steamed,
Yeah. My kids personally love this. I've been making them often as well. Yeah, one of the best and to go, and everybody who has Thermomix has to try this. Okay. All right.
Because you don't have to pop it into the oven, right? It's really quick.
Correct. Yes. And it's very fast as well to make this. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, May, for your
Thank
for
you.
your sharing today. Now we're gonna go to Uma. Hi, Uma.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow,
I'll
she's
show the ice
sitting
cream
already.
first, yeah? Look at the ice cream. I have served it with some strawberry jam that I've homemade as well from the cookie dough recipe. And I have inserted one biscuit on top here. The first one is just to show how firm it is actually. It's quite firm.
Ah, nice. All right. So how about the biryani? You want to see the biryani?
Yeah, yes. Good. Look at it. And it's 2.2 liters full. Just now when I took it out, it was almost to the line of 2.2. And it has, this container can contain 2.2 liters of food.
Yeah, so it's a perfect size for the Thermomix bowl, right? So whatever that you cook, you can pour it into this. Yeah.
I wish everybody is here to smell the aroma. My goodness, it's so good. I'm vegetarian though. Oh my God.
So you couldn't eat this today. So it'll be your husband and your kids today.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Uma. Thank you so much for presenting today. Now we go back to Serene.
Yeah. So this is the lemonade that we make. It's going to be my kids' vitamin C today, and the veggie for the day food. So later I'm just going to cook maybe a fried rice or biryani rice that I learned today to mix with this one.
All right. Okay, so that's the greener than green vegetables, and also a very nice lemonade that Serene has there. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much to all our presenter today. I think it is great. We take a little bit more of your time. For your information, the 3 presenters that we are having today, they are all like the new presenter, first time to present at the cooking show. So yes, what they call it. So I'm honored to have them with us today. So I hope you guys are get some new knowledge from the sharing today, and we look forward to have you in our Cook and Share community very soon. So connect with your advisor if you don't have a Thermomix yet, and if you already have a Thermomix, right? join us as an advisor, join our community, because you will learn a lot more about the product and also about cooking, because we are a thriving cooking community in Malaysia right now, with many recipes and many learnings about cooking, baking, and a lot more. Okay, all right, so I hope to see you
Tina,
again. Yes,
Kak Tini, can I
Yes,
get
yes.
Yasmin to show her mantau and pumpkin as well, since she
Of
made it?
course.
Kan? I'm sure her
Of
plating is
course.
like much better than mine.
Okay, I'm looking for
Let's ask her to
Yasmin.
share.
Okay,
Yasmin,
Maybe
can
you can
you?
share the gambar ke? Maybe she wants to share the picture on the chat, or you want
Or
to
maybe
turn on the
she can,
video.
yeah, maybe she can turn, or you can turn on the video, Yasmin.
You can show us.
Okay, all right. Yasmin is already on the video.
Look at that. Kan I cakap? That's just to show, right? Like you can easily follow the steps. Yeah,
Yes.
it's so easy. She's done hers first time, you know.
Yes.
Today, we feel very honored that Yasmin joined to cook together, because today, normally we do the cook along on Sunday, but today is just a cooking show, but she joined to cook together with us. So thank you
Yes,
very much,
thank you.
Yasmin.
Thank you, Yasmin.
Thank you.
All right.
Beautiful.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. And see you guys 3 p.m. if you like to see our sharing again on a different menu, or join us tomorrow at our cook along. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you all.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for
Thank
your
you,
time.
everyone.
Bye.